Hey guys, what's going on? It's Warpath 2 or Adam, and today I kind of nerding out a little bit because the PlayStation 4 was announced. I don't know if you guys know a little bit about my gaming history. I was a PlayStation guy before mine really died, and I switched over to Xbox, and I love Xbox, but I'm kind of partial to PlayStation. So today I thought I'd go over a couple of things that we know are confirmed and a couple of things that I can actually say with confidence are happening with the system. Alright, so first let's talk about the system itself. The PS4 is pretty good specs-wise. I mean, it's not that great. They have PC-based architecture, which is good, so it won't need any kind of custom craziness going on with it. It's based on an x86 chipset, which isn't terrible, not great, not maybe the best, but it'll do its job. It's got 8 gigabytes of RAM, so really that's what you're going to be looking for. That's going to give you a little bit more performance boost and definitely a step up from what it has been running, so that should be really nice. It's also got an enhanced GPU in it, and of course local storage, because PlayStation's never going to abandon that, and truthfully, I'm fine with that. I don't necessarily need crazy cloud storage for all my games. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is there's this interesting thing that I've only seen reported by a couple people. There's a secondary chip. Now the custom secondary chip that's going to be included is going to be for background processing on the PlayStation. So their big thing here is going to be video sharing and even downloading games and playing games as they download. That's their thing. They partner with a company called Gaikai, Gaikai.com, and I'm sure somebody knows how to say it better than me. But they're a cloud streaming based game service. So you have a system where you can stream the games. That's how it works. It's fairly straightforward. So they've done a lot of work with them to build this console as a streaming console. So this background processing is going to be huge for that because it's going to help process the video better. It's going to make a smoother experience overall. And so one of the cool things they've said is you're going to be able to play games as they download, which is insane. I don't know how you're going to do that and what happens if you're too fast for the download. I don't know. It's going to be awesome, but it's cool. And then they've got also this new video sharing feature, which basically it sounds like it's gonna record your gameplay for you. So from a YouTube community standpoint, that's interesting because you're gonna be able to share like the last 3 minutes of gameplay from whatever game you've played and broadcast it to your network of PlayStation friends. And I don't know if there's anything as far as a Twitter or Facebook share integration. I'm sure that'll happen if it isn't already. But there's even a dedicated share button on the new PS4 controller. Now let's talk about that because that's interesting too. The rumors of the PS4 controller we've seen over the past couple days, and I'm going to flash an image of the actual controller right here, are pretty true. They've got the LCD screen on it. They've got the kind of weird light at the top. It's got the Move integration. It's got that share button. It's a pretty straightforward and really kind of a nice controller. I'm not upset with it, except the triggers are still kind of the way they've always been. So far, PlayStation, in air quotes, has signed on with all major third-party hardware developers. Expect a lot of peripheral support where there hasn't always been that in the past. So that's going to be really cool. They've got that partnership taken care of. So Sony's also driving the integration with the Vita very hard in PlayStation 4. They have a remote control play thing for it that they've announced, but I kind of saw this coming with the PlayStation 3. The Vita was kind of a bridge between the two systems, and a lot of people didn't pick up on what they were kind of trying to do, but all these updates they've made for the PlayStation and things like that have been to build towards the next-gen console. So expect a lot of integration to come with the Vita, maybe not even immediately, but down the line you're going to see a ton of that integration. So just a kind of quick rundown of some of the launch titles that are coming to the PlayStation. I don't know if all of these are launched, but some of them definitely are. You're definitely going to see a new Killzone. Killzone is something that's perennial with PlayStation, so they're always trying to do something awesome. There's also a new game they announced called Drive Club, which is pretty interesting. I don't know how it's going to play, but it looks cool. I like racing games. There's also now just been announced as the time I've recorded this, which is really nerdy for me to say it like that, but Diablo 3. I don't know how that's going to work very well with the PlayStation. I wasn't actually too impressed with that game on the PC. I was a huge Diablo fan, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So we'll see how that works. There's also going to be a new Final Fantasy at some point down the line, and I would just expect a whole other slew of games. Because they're going to PC-based architecture, though, too, keep in mind it's going to be a lot easier for developers to make games for the PlayStation now. They don't have to work around any crazy custom hardware or anything like that. So it should bring more parity between Xbox and PlayStation. Companies don't necessarily have to make two games, just a small port to another system. Also, there's a new Infamous, which I loved Infamous 1. I really enjoyed Infamous 2. So this one's called Infamous Second Son. Look out for that. That's obviously a first-party game, but it definitely kind of explains a little bit more about the ending of Infamous 2. But yeah, I mean, that's really it, guys. Aside from the games, there's really been nothing else announced. They didn't announce an official release date, and they don't have any pricing set up for it yet. And there wasn't even a console reveal, so it was kind of a bummer, but I'm sure they're saving most of that for E3. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed my unexpert analysis. And that's it. I'm Warpath2 or Adam, and you guys take it easy.